Hi teachers, I just wanted to send a quick video to reintroduce you to the PLC portal for math. It's the same as it was last year, just updated a bit. So if you recognize this from last year, not much has changed, but I just wanted to walk you through it really quickly. If you do have a Trello account, it is on your Trello page under Math Resources. If you don't, I'm going to share it with you anyway, so you can have it and save it in your own drive for easy access. But the first thing is our PLCs, and it's just kind of all about the inquiry cycle we went over last year, the expectations, some guiding questions to help you. Also down here at the bottom is where you see your grade levels. So if you would just click on your grade level, you'll see your PLC agendas right there. You would just click on your school and get started writing. If for some reason it's view only, because I do make that mistake sometimes still, please just shoot me a quick email or your head teacher and we can help you right away, okay? All right, so that's it for the agendas. They're the same as always. Please keep all of your notes right here. So your principal and me and Dr. Freeman can just go in whenever we want to see any questions you guys are having or any difficulties. Okay. Sorry, let me just get rid of that. Okay, so back to the resources. Another good resource that's on here this year are the instructional tools. So we had some master teachers who were phenomenal write these for us last year. So when you go to your instructional tool, and again, for some of you this would be very familiar, I know you use it a lot, it gives you an idea about what marking period 1 is all about in math for, this is kindergarten. But then it also breaks it down for you by month. So in September, this is one of the standards that you should really be focusing on, counting to 100 by ones and by tens. But that's an end of year goal. So in September, what should your students be able to do? Well, the student learning objective is we are learning to count by ones to 10. The mastery expectation at this point in the year is just that they could orally count accurately and efficiently from 1 to 10. So that is really what you're making sure in small groups and in whole group that kids can do. And here's some resources that'll help you get there. And this should align really well with your everyday math resource. So for September, you'll notice I think there's about 5 major standards that you really should be focusing on. It doesn't mean you're not going to hit on other things, but these are the standards you should be focusing on, and it breaks it down to tell you, well, what should they know for September? Because they're not going to know that end of year standard yet. So that is just one example of the instructional tool that's here. And you also have a note catcher. I'm sure you guys remember this. If you want to start taking notes about these standards, you easily could. And just so it'll help you when you do your report cards. But that's optional for you right now. Grades 3, 4, and 5, we did employ some master teachers to help us this year write that instructional tool. But for now, what I gave you is the New Jersey State tool. And it's very similar, except for it's broken down by marking period. So here's grade 3. Here are the standards that you should be focusing on in marking period 1. And it gives you some student learning objectives, what students should be learning to do. It also breaks it down by major cluster and supporting and additional clusters. So you see these are the major clusters. And down here we have some supporting clusters. Okay, so again, I have 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade master teachers who are going to help us to create a monthly plan. But for now, this is really going to give you a good idea. And again, it aligns really well with your everyday math program. So you can follow that as well. Here are your pacing and curriculum guides. So pacing is the same as always, basically. You really kind of want to just follow along so you can get all of the content in by the end of the school year. But it is flexible. You guys know that. Please don't worry if you're a day off or a day ahead. It's totally fine. You know your kids, you know your class, and we're doing this virtually, so it's not easy. So please just follow as best as you can. I did put a big cushion in there for each unit, so you should be okay. But it does list all of the days that we have professional learning days, or marking period dates, and what unit you should be on and when. So it will help you guys to work together when you're planning. Okay, everything else, like I said, is pretty much the same as last year. One thing I did add was some resources for the virtual platform. So as I make videos or have videos from previous PDs, I will put them here because a lot of times you guys ask, can you send that? I missed it. So I'll do that as well. And here are some other resource links that we always do go to, like Linkit and NJSLA resources, which we are taking this year as of right now. So you do need to kind of pay attention to that here and there. So hopefully this helps. Again, it's on your Trello page if you have one. If not, I'm going to share it out with everyone anyway. Okay, hope this helps.